Hi everyone. We continue the broadcast from Lanke Cup Vienna Open 2026. This is the round 3. So I'm Andrii Kravets, 3 professional. I will comment it. So far, there is 4 players who have 2 wins. Also, last stream I said that most likely Dohyup will beat Elian, but today is the special day when Elian, who is 6 dan, managed to beat 8 dan. And yeah, I checked the game. There was a lot of fighting with a lot of dead groups. It was super intense. Unfortunately, we didn't check this on the stream, but yeah, this was super cool victory for Elian. So Elian has 2 wins out of 2 rounds, which is super great result. And right now, there would be some matchups. So Elian would play mm, Elian play Valerii, and Lukas Podpera would play Jabarin. This is the game that we are looking right now. The third game that I took is Ashe Vazquez against Kim Dohyup. It's a bit tough for Ashe because I mean, last round he lost to Ali, and then, when you're losing and you're getting stronger by rating opponent, it's always not easy. And like, if you have 2 losses in a day, that feels really sad. So, yeah, that we will see. Can he manage? The Hugh lost 1 game to Elian, so we don't know how good is he. Also, I checked from of his result. Usually, he's winning all tournaments in America, but then he comes to Europe and he lose, um, and then he lose to a lot of European players. Very often he don't go not only to top 3 but even to top 5 places. I don't know. Maybe this is some jet lag curse or he doesn't feel comfortable. I'm not sure what is the reason, but it feels good. For example, in Prague, I think he was like 7th or 8th. Before in Paris, he was 11th. And this is with the rating of a done where you were rating usually first or second. And that feels, yeah, feels like not the results that you should show. And also here, losing to Elian, if you are 8 done by rating, you not often lose to 6 done. I think they have more than 200 or around 200 rating difference. So that happens probably 1 game out of 20 or something like this. Or maybe, Elian just played really well, which is also happens. Sometimes you just play some games better, some games worse. Yeah, but let's continue at the game. So here are 3 games. And we start with Lukas Podpera and Ali Jabarin. This is, I think, very like they play so much between each other. The thing is that Lukas is going to a lot of tournaments, and also Ali recently is going to a lot of tournaments, and both together they are in the same um, starting position very often, and yeah, they play together a lot. In recent results, I think in like 2 months ago they played in Play and Brain event, and Ali completely destroyed Lukas. So there was some fighting. Recently also Lukas tried to play a bit more active, but it doesn't work that well because he's changing a bit his style. And then if the fight is like really when you need to take a risky decision, sometimes Lukas hesitates, and a lot of people use this against him. So if there would be like intense fighting, I think Ali would feel really comfortable in that. If it would be more like stable game, then I think Lukas would get an advantage. And we can start with the game. So, 1 second. I think everything should be good. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just standard opening. On top there is two Shimaris. Usually I play this start very often as I think as black I played this few times, and this is all is standard, all up to here. This is also, and this is a Joseki, so white can play this. But after this one, it starts to become really complicated. I mean, by itself, it's not really a problem to play like this, maybe like this. But the game starts to just go really in a direction where, like, it's just a complicated one. Or maybe white can even play more direct, something like this, and this I'm not even sure. I'm not even 100% sure how does it continue. This I remember something like this. Do we need a ladder? I also not sure. Maybe we need a ladder for this because it's not really clear what we are doing here. So this is a lot of complicated stuff. Maybe we can just jump. Uh, but why decided to play the most simple variation by jumping? It always leads to a compromise like this. Here in theory we can play here, then play some kind of Atari and play this. This is also okay. But recently, I think in the last few years, this move, like computer says, is slightly worse, which is like some part of the points, and people just start to forget that this option exists, and start to play the other one, which is a lot of straightforward points that you can get. And this way, this is standard Joseki, then white play here, which is also the only move. If you would start to play something more, Ashe here would be really annoying. And even now, locally, we have this combo as black. When we want to have the like some kind of wall here, we can always play this. But in this case, this direction of this wall is going straight forward to white stones, so I don't think it makes sense for black. And the other center move is here. Then white can jump, which is always okay to defend like this. Also, white can play here, which was the game. This is way more active. So the point here to force black to get the shape, get center, and then play elsewhere. This would be the best what you can do. And this is okay. But here, black instead of this, most of the time can play here. And this is kind of a Tesuji. And up to here, black can defend in center like this. Or like if white would exchange this way, black is playing first. But this L2 is really hard to find move. I think this is the move that you need to know. I just played this few times this opening before it's black, and I just know that L2 exists and this is AI move. But if you don't really familiar with this is not the move that you would even consider at this position. And yeah, this stuff that you need to know. And I think Lukas just didn't play this much, and he decided just to play elsewhere, taking the big move, which is also okay. I mean, it's also fine to defend, but taking big move, why not? Then white get this in center. Here he decided to get a bit more. Yeah, this one is a good question because later, if you let's say capture, black plays somewhere, this is would be always Gote. So black probably can just escape. Black doesn't need to answer. This way, this is very slow, and again, you can just, you know, make your shape and continue to play active. And that's why you need to ask now. And I think even now, black should just play like this. Just give a stone and maybe, you know, put some pressure on the corner and continue in this way. Even though white didn't get a move, black shape is pretty nice. And I don't think this fight is easy to play because after the jump, the corner is like at least a call. but this feels super uncomfortable to play as white. So that's why I think this is better. And if already in a game, wait, in a game it was the other one. I lost the line. It's just too many lines here. I think this is the game, yeah. So the game is black connected, and here white have the option to play this move, which is so big. So there is kind of two options. First is A and B. A is a lot of points, and uh, it feels like you get the points. You don't give the option for black to capture them. Makes a lot of sense. Uh, But if you connect this one, which is on points, is very similar, the thing is that after this, you can try to attack this whole group. The whole group doesn't have to ice. And this is the most important thing. You get some points, but first of all, white is super strong, but then white can just chase the group or just play like this. This, yeah, probably even this works, but maybe just here. So you can just continue to chase. And in this case, it feels a bit uncomfortable. Maybe like this. And if you need to answer, then you capture some points. This one is center, which means there is not much agi with A. And yeah, white should be super comfortable this way. This is different one, which is also makes slightly better game after AB, but yeah, it's still long game, I think, and no one really have advantage at the moment. Yeah. So in the game it was this. Yeah, and then black plays some kind of a Joseki, and white decided to cut. Also, I think capturing would be better, just to play this, and play elsewhere. But again, here, if we play against Lukas, I think it's pretty nice to force some fight. And this is what Ali is doing. Uh, in no matter what will happen, afterwards it's like you create more groups, and step by step the game becomes more and more complicated. Unless like black will find some compromise, but it's not so easy to find. And here in a game black connected, which I don't think it's a good move. So AB, this is the options always for black. In this fight, I think it's good, like just to jump and then just continue to fight. Maybe like I think this move is okay. Yeah. For example, the thing is that you can play A or B depends on the situation. It's always center for black, but white cannot really play any of those because white will spend the move. And that's why you can just play it whenever you want. And keeping this is pretty cool because like if white would capture, you just jump again, and then overall I think this jump is way more useful than playing at A. A doesn't really give you much. And that's why you can just decide later which one to take. But here Lukas just took one of those from the beginning. I think it was, yeah, just straightforward. And now you need to run with two groups. And by itself, the game doesn't look really bad for black. I think this is pretty even. The thing is, like, there is a lot of groups. And yeah, also this is slightly weaker because white get a stone here. But it's still a long game. This is fine. So, I think we are not allowed to play this as far as there is extra stone. At least this is what I remember from the theory. But so first intuition, what I would do is to play this, and then I don't know. I would play here just to see what is the reaction, because like this, it feels like that white is not gaining much and everything is dying. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we can find something better even. For example, if we play like this, even this looks okay with this move, but I think that one just better. I think this one is just good to play it like this. It's not really clear what you can get. Probably it would be something like this, this. Something like this one. Maybe something like this can happen, but I'm looking at this, it feels like just black taking points. White create really strange shape in all of the variations. So I don't think there is much you can do. In a game, black decided to push. I think if you push, then the situation is not that good anymore, because now, in theory, we can play this option, and then we can turn. And if we turn, we can even extend. Uh, Overall, this result is okay because white shape on the center is pretty nice. And it's not really even clear how you capture it. Probably something like this. But there is still some Ashe even after this. So that's why this result is like still okay for white. And this is the game, yeah. So white decided not to play that. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. This is some small minus, so I kind of understand why Ali decided not to play that. Maybe, you know, you can get this kind of move later and it feels not bad. Yeah. Jump. This jump, probably it's some kind of bait. Can we connect or cut? To be honest, I don't clearly see what is the problem. Why we cannot play it. I don't know. This feels weird to me because, for example, this move just works. And you cannot do anything about it. I think it's just simply good. And this way, maybe Ali think that it's just good enough to connect like this or like this, which is might be true, but I'm not really 100% convinced this is good. This just put way more pressure, and I'm a bit under pressure here as black. I'm not sure I'm happy about that. Also, this is still nice move. So if you defend this follow-up by itself is pretty nice. And then we can maybe get something or like just jump. Yeah. L16. L16 from the beginning. This one. G should, I think. Instead of turn. Like now. Yeah, maybe it's okay. I don't think it's wrong. It's very hard to find a way. Probably we need to go to some exchange. Maybe like this. Or here, it's not so easy to say if it's good or not. I think this one should be good for black. But if we answer and then answer, white becomes stronger on the left, and suddenly all this stuff might be more dangerous, even though white gets some points. Yeah. So overall, probably is also okay. Uh, I think this is still fine if we continue with this and something like this with attach and some Ashe. but I don't mind this one. It also looks pretty cool. But right now the situation is still kind of even. I don't think something special is happening. Uh-huh. Okay, we have a cut. I have to tell you that this is very aggressive approach. Like extremely aggressive. Especially also it's from the perspective of Lukas, who doesn't like to play aggressive. Or like he tries, but so there is some issues with this. If we just extend, you get Atari and connect. So let's imagine this is the story. Now something like this will, like this is always what white can make is like this. If black can kill it with this, which is I'm not sure, it's not really clear, but if black is killing this, then everything is fine, I think, for black for the moment. Then white has to answer at least once. Or would be like this. Maybe we can defend. But even like this, it feels still kind of good for white. I think this whole fight is just good. And that tells me that this cut is an overplay. Basically, we have a big problem there. And I think defending would be just a normal solution. Mm, And I think this is also the style is not what usually Lukas is playing. Okay, like this. We don't have an answer, we just block, yeah. I also don't think it's a good exchange. It doesn't really change the situation, you still need to answer. So if you don't, then these stones are dead. I think is that the ladder, yeah, we have even the ladder, but also there is a net. So overall, this is not playable. Which makes it like it forces us to answer. And then if we answer with the same logic, we cannot really enclose, we still need to run. We still need to defend on the left. On this one, this is the same problem. It's not getting better. Or it's getting better a bit. Not really. Still dead. So altogether, it feels that in all variations, white, just basically black is lacking one move to defend, and if you defend right now, probably just that. So black has a tough fight, and I don't know what should black do at this point. I'm not really clear. I think the cut was by far too much. But okay. I think we can maybe make a pause for this one and move to the next game. There is two more. Um, I'm thinking to go with game Valerii against Elian first. Oh, sorry. So, I think it's this one. Yep, this is the game. And this game is really not easy to judge. I think they're only playing so fast. And they played so many difficult stuff. And right now, somehow to me looks like black is good. This is points. Black get a lot on the bottom. Okay. Looks like black is not bad, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, like there is a moves like this, which I want to play just straightforward, by ignoring all the stuff there. I'm not sure it's that good. Maybe there is some center which I'm missing. The position is not great, but if we can get it, it's really nice. So if we can get it like this and then jump, and in theory white doesn't have that much, but probably white also have some points, so should be still close to be even game. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. They already have like 130 moves. They are playing really fast, like almost a blitz. In a way, like they started. They started 1 hour ago and then play 130 moves in 1 hour, which is like twice faster than average. So yeah, feels like both players are confident in their like position. And they play really, really strange stuff, and Elian started it. Yeah, this one. Um, I'm not really, yeah, I'm not really sure. This Joseki is very complicated, and I don't really remember it clearly. I think this one is correct, and they play like similar, like very nice variation, but I don't know which one this or this is correct. But I would not recommend you to play that just by itself. I think it's just way more easier to play here. But I think this is the preparation from Elian, so he played this Joseki just to make the game complicated against Valerii, which makes sense. But Valerii also kind of played everything correct, and after this, the variation is just even for both. If we play here, I think this move will kill. So what do we have here? Yeah, this is just that. We are ahead by some liberties. Maybe you can play it like this, but this is just, again, well, maybe we can connect, yeah. This is, again, not really helping. Maybe this, still not helping. Yeah, it's not helping at all. Maybe now you can play it, but then we have a core, and there is no core straight. So I don't think this is playable, so he played this, which is correct. Yeah. Now, this is makes also sense. All is decent. Shimari is also big. Yeah, this one looks like a cool move. I don't know if I would play that. It feels good somehow, but I think you can just play this. And maybe you're forced to answer. So, like, maybe not at the moment. At the moment, let's say you can jump. But later, if black plays something, this is just straightforward center. Because of all that stuff that it can be possible that like it's a bit not connected. So this is the idea, and this moves looks like you get something, but black is connected, and these two exchanges, I'm not sure they are so useful. Okay, this is also seems fine. This is big. I think here very often we play like this. So you can, in theory, get some corner, but like this shape around A makes the right really under pressure. And I think this is the problem, like main problem of this. And like this, I think white is super happy. White get a nice corner. Also really nice direction. Now A looks amazing. And black get this one, but I don't also see the point of it. I probably you need to play here. I think this would be even, like this. And then this I don't want to play, probably this. I think this looks like a good result for both. This one that Elian played is a bit strange because he played this, and there is a difference between B and C. If the stone is here, you can play like this, and now you can play here, so white cannot cut, white have to retreat, and then all over, this shape is really nice. So this is usually what we play, but if we have the low stone, it's a bit different. So in a game it was the low stone, and now if we continue to play like this, there is a time to play here. And the problem that if you cut, I think this all together doesn't look so nice, even if you capture some stones. First of all, like, it's just too many problems. Even like this, and let's imagine we play something simple, just investment to cut white is just too expensive altogether. So I think this is not good, and that's why if you continue to play like this, you need to connect. And then overall, white just alive, and black get not much territory. This doesn't look like a good result for black. That's why here, Elian go for a bit more fighting variation, but unfortunately it's not so easy to find a way how to play. Again, we can play like this, but even though this group is alive now, even if this is dead, it's not really a big price because white already get a lot with on the top. White can attack, and the right is still not dead, so this is also not really a good variation. One thing you can do is to play Atari and do something here, but it's again not so easy to find what to do. Let's see what he find. Yeah, he just played there. This is cannot be a move. What? Oh. Wait. What is going on? So I figured out how they did it. So it was like this. Black played this, and then black connected. After this, white, I guess, play here. And Kosumi, yeah, it's a bit weird stuff. Probably there is some... It's strange because it's a board which records like the order. So I don't know how they managed to mess it up. I guess it's because, well, I'm not even sure. Probably they messed the order a bit and then tried to fix it manually. Okay, this, and we cut some of the group. Wondering, do we need that? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. I'm not really sure we need that Atari. Maybe it's just a minus. So black captured some points, but white should be also fine because white get a huge move here. This is just a normal thing. Maybe 1-2. Maybe we need to play this. Maybe not. Maybe this also would be okay. This, and just play like here. This looks good. Or maybe this one. I don't know. This way we don't need to play on the bottom and the group is alive. In a game, yeah, it feels a bit uncomfortable to try to live like this. But anyway, black is alive. And the game becomes really moving to endgame. This was my variation, and they moved a bit further. So yeah, this sound is good, but seems I'm breathing into microphone. Okay, let's try like this. Maybe I moved a bit. Thanks. Um, what do we have? This is one eye, but still all this group just probably is alive. I don't believe that it can die. So the point is, if we play like this, I assume that we want to kill it. Don't know if it's possible. Also, I don't see a point why we don't want to play just like this. Looks just way easier to play this way. Okay. Okay, and this was what I was afraid is about this Ashe. So let's imagine we will have it like this, or even a cut. I mean, this doesn't look as dangerous. So we can kill it, most likely, yeah, without a problem. So what do we do? This connect. Maybe even capture. I don't know. There is nothing. I don't see. Ah, I see. Okay. Now I understand. So, but is it even a center? So, if we play elsewhere, can we kill something? So I assume this one is not really what we are looking for. Doesn't look like we can get much. So only is this, and what does it change? Overall, not really. This looks like extremely GG for white or for black. I didn't count points, so I don't know. Hmm. But white center. You don't need to play there. White is alive, that's true. Uh, I think you also build some. Yeah, I think it's just the way it goes. Need to just count points. I didn't count. Maybe it's already like really lost. So I will try to count something like this. Here we have a monkey jump. So so 21 and a half in pairs, which is 43. Here we have 2 and 22. So if we have it like this, it's 65, 67 and white. Wait. 10. 30. Then 32. 15. So it's close to be even, I think. Yeah. I feel like it's very balanced game at the moment. Maybe I count too generous for black, but it still feels close. So if we continue, 22, let's try. Wait. But he defended here on the right, so then of course it's generous. I think like this. I think like this is kind of 22 or something. So this is what I was looking for. But also maybe be like this. But if we don't enter and we block on the right, which I'm not sure, I think probably this is bigger if we want to play, then I guess yeah, I feel like if white would play here, now there is no 22 points. I mean, we get on the bottom, we get like 8, but we lost some points. Also, I didn't count prisoners, which is 3 more for white. Yeah, probably white is comfortably ahead, like 5 points or something, at least. I'm just wondering how to play correctly here. Probably just like this. Just leave somehow, and then don't give that points on top, and try to live. Probably everything would live, and the game would be really close. I think this was the best what Elian could do here, and just giving up that points on top was too much. Mm. Yeah. Maybe also here is like it's not also like white gating something. But I think like this is still a game because probably AI would attack this and then it's not clear, but can you attack also how to estimate the shapes because it feels like they can be also not alive altogether. So this is another thing to just wondering in from this approach. So I guess Elian decided to choose like safe direction, but by itself, the problem is just the group is not alive, and that's it. And now I think game is just close to be over, but they played really fast. And right now it's probably like 10 less. Yeah, it's already 10. 10 points around. But it also makes sense. I think S5 was wrong for sure. And also, yeah, even if I would count 22 points, I think white would be if you get all these 22 in the center with this, it's still not enough, even like this. But I mean, good performance from Valerii, and we will come back to this game a bit later. They played really fast, and I think that's the reason why just um, I think this is the reason why like 3 rounds per day it's really hard and people are exhausted and just want to finish faster. Let's move to the third game. Third game here is the game between Kim Dohyup um, and Ashe. Wow, that is also really moving fast. Yeah, people really today, like on the last round, they play like again. It's 1 hour, but I feel like it's almost an. They're really playing a lot of fighting really fast. If I compare the previous round when uh, Ashe and Ali played, they played way slower. But here, yeah, feels like it's a bit exhausting. Okay, so recently I remember this is very popular opening here. Maybe not. Maybe it's going like this. First we play this, and then how does it work? 1, 2, 3. So basically the opening goes like this. I think this is the more recent stuff which people play. And just like this, I don't remember, but again, cannot be that bad. I think Ashe knows what he's doing. Mhm. This all looks good. Would be not my style, but I would just probably directly Keima, but it cannot be bad. I mean, you take the side. This looks like a decent move. It's also a decent move. Keima now. Yeah, I would not consider here to cut at all. From my perspective, it feels that like I play this position a lot as white, like this, and maybe you can just defend afterwards somehow, but altogether this is not easy to play because of this attach, which afterwards you need to tenuki and somehow manage your position. And uh, like I like to play Moyos, and from the perspective of um, building some big areas, but this is just hard to control a lot. And I think in this position, one white make a mistake, one mistake, and suddenly there is just not enough space to come back. And this fight is never good, and you cannot just extend, and that's feels a bit sad. And this fight, I'm always happy, but I'm extremely happy when I have close stones, and I think this is a bit too much. Hmm? So here the first intuition is to play this, just to see what we can get out of it, because there is a huge problem with the shape. And if you play something like this, maybe you can get some extra value out of it. Try to figure out. Also, this is kind of center, so this all together looks really interesting. Like this, and then you can just connect. So maybe not that easy, but maybe even connection. Maybe just we don't need to play so aggressive. Just connect like this, and I think this is still should be by far enough to be sure that you are fine. But also, I think maybe we can play here, and then this one would work way better. My cat is want to go to other room under panic. Yeah. Okay. But Ashe also he played very soft way, which I don't think is bad. Um, like it looks okay. Also, again, really soft move. Eventually, this all group white play a lot of soft moves, but the point is to just play way more aggressive later. So we reinforce, even defend on the peep, super soft. But now, yeah, now we are just going to kill here, black. Also, I think black should respect that and just play something softer. Yeah. And I think now we are going to this potato fight. Yeah, feels like white cannot resist. This is so painful. Hmm. Somehow I feel like black collapsed here a bit. Hmm. Okay. I would never consider that. So he was not sure about this, but I guess black is not bad. But in a game after this, maybe there is some Agi which I'm not seeing. But I would cut. Like, you can connect, I guess. But I don't see this is any good, like it feels like this is terrible. This is the feeling. So, okay. With this exchange it's even worse. But he even connected. What is the point of this? This I don't understand. I clearly don't understand why we cannot play here. So are we dead? Maybe we are dead and I'm like just trying to figure out what is wrong. But we are not dead. We're not dead at all. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think like this is the cut. But I see this also a lot when I check the games of Ashe, that I'm completely missing the intuition. And like he always finds way softer ways than I, which is also fine. And like his way also works. Just I have feeling here, like a killer instinct. I would play here and see what black can bring to this fight, because it feels like even this I'm not sure black is winning the liberty race here, but black is losing all liberty races in this kind of fight, so I don't see how you can fight this at all. And like this black connected. Wow. So we are alive like this. To be honest, looks terrible. I don't think this is a good result. It feels like almost game over. There is a coin in a corner, I assume. But again, if we play like this, there is an eye. So we already captured 2 stones. That's just... It tells me that probably we can live in some weird way. But I guess we just play Keima and chill. Okay. Or like this, yeah, this is also fine. Even Tenuki that, which is also okay. Okay. Somehow I think white is playing just a bit too much altogether, and it just feels that black can do whatever in this game. White don't have points at all. Can't O15? Maybe. I'm not sure. That's another thing. Or, maybe it doesn't work directly. So if like this, it's 3, 4. Yeah, it's same. Yeah. Not really working, but a lot of Aji. But this one is a Kono. 3, 4. No, still the same. So nothing works. But this one is center, which is a lot of points. Yes, just Geta works. But like if you consider about the Geta, then it means that this group is not really in danger. We are connected. And that's another thing, which is just tells me that I can capture a Ponuki here if I need to, and live in a corner or something. Yeah, or just here. And now that's a perfect timing to give it or connect if there is a danger. Again, I don't think there is. We can play just here and play like this. And like, I don't know, even this would be okay. Just alive. White has not a lot of points, to be honest. So this is like 10. This is like 10. I guess it's 2. Yeah, it's just, this is not alive. It feels like that white, Living with that group on the right, white just collapsed. And even though it's a dumpling, this is kind of a dumpling, but this is also the stones that most likely would die. And yeah, you live with 2 points, which is terrible. I still think that, like, whatever is the situation you cut, I want to check AI at this point. AI thinks this is even. For me, it's not obvious how we are going to settle this, but I think this is just really bad. So let's see this. Yeah, this is -11. And I think this was a situation where the soft wave was not working at all. And now, yeah, white tried to attack too much, and at this point it's almost the sequence where you can resign. Yeah, black is even killing everything. I think black can live, or not. Well, white is kind of alive, I guess. But this all feels so sad. And again, you cannot do much because we still can connect in center. Might be dumping check, yeah. Not always bad to build a dumpling, I think. This is the idea. Most of the time it's bad, but sometimes it's like kind of okay. Um, I think also this was not necessary. I think it's just good enough to live. Like push here and then live. It's just good enough. You don't need to try much. Go Ashe, go Ashe. I think here is close to -20. Uh, I mean, I believe in miracle stuff, but unfortunately here is very difficult. So if we connect, then we can just play like maybe even this and live with a lot of points. And white doesn't have even a corner. And this is also very hard to build. I mean, we build this, we give something else. There is still a lot of Adji. This is still a Semedori with the same idea. It's not like a lot of points there. And altogether it feels like a really difficult game. Well, I think Dohyup played well this one. Somehow, some of the games he plays, he understands what to do. And this fight felt so one-sided. Yeah. And like this, can we kill that? 1, 2. Probably we need to connect here. Or connect. I think this one is just technically better to play this than here, because we already capture right. So it can be like this. And after this, I mean, it would be good to connect, but I think we can also extend it. And after this, we just probably create like some. Maybe we can even cut this. I don't know. This is another problem. There's just too many problems in this game for white. But I also don't know if it's necessary. We can just run away, cut off the whole group. Everything is connected. There is no even problems. Whatever you would do is fine. And that's the main problem of it. Wait, what? Looks like some crazy stuff. Anyway, I think black can just cut it. Yeah, and then do something. As this game is probably already over, let's move to the other game. Yeah, now Dohyup decided to just cut something else. So I think Dohyup will win, and it's kind of sad a bit for Ashe. He had, I think, a bit tough loss to Ali, where he played an amazing MT, but it didn't work. And now it's also a tough loss against Dohyup. I mean, he will try, but I think his chances are really low. Let's move to the Ali games. I think this is the first one, and that game was the most competitive at the moment. So, this one. Yeah, they really try. And what do we have here? It's more like, can we kill it? If yes, which I think it's yes here, there is nothing we can do. Okay, there is some stuff. And in reality, it's not really easy to kill. This is altogether so much edgy. I think white can live locally. Hmm. So at this point, if white capture like a huge amount of cash, probably if white is dead. So I would assume that if now we play like this, and you answer, I think white is winning this. So if you have to answer once more, it's probably good for white. And I guess you need to answer once more. Maybe like this. And here there's so much agi. Like probably you need to play here. Then we have this is center. So we play this. This. Yeah, this is only way. Capturing looks to just a disaster, so we need to capture here, then capture. Connect. So we play this, and then it's a call. Which is something, I guess. But if it's a call, it's really a problem there. This one is better than the call. I think like this we can live for sure. Because now this one is kind of center. I don't think we can connect. Just it feels that this shape will not hold. So something like this will happen and then it's just falling apart. And so it means that we need to connect at least like this and then here. And then we have an option to build an eye. If we have an option to build an eye, another thing which I'm thinking is about this. This and this looks like center and then here. Probably we again need to capture, just I didn't give the stone there, basically. And now, yeah, we just live. And if we are alive, I think this is just, it's completely over. There is no way we can do something because Blake just get nothing out of all of this attack. The main question, can we really live? So, how do we close the group? G10? Yeah, there is a problem with a lot of things how to do here. I'm not sure how to, yeah. And basically he did a Toby, but again, I don't think this is just enough. The thing is, can Ali count it? If Ali can, I think Ali is just winning this easily. How many points altogether is this? Like 25. Like 20. This is also like 20, I think, of the value. So it's 20, 20, 25. It's a lot of it, 65 points plus something there. So if we count that we are alive, black needs to have 70 in order to make it competitive, or like at least 65. But this is not 65, this is just nothing. 25, 10. This is not competitive if the group is alive. So he needs to find a way. Like basically, I think if this is all dead, then or like yeah, maybe like this it's okay. But if white can live, then I don't think this is a way to continue. And also if there is a co, it's also another thing which can happen. So this, and this. I'm just wondering what else we can do. And if we play like this, this is also looks hard. Yeah, this is the same hard as before. It's just not working. Like everything is just not working in this situation for black. But it's all about time. But he found a good move. So, wait, is this a good move? Oh, this is pretty good move. This is probably even better than move that I proposed. Because I saw only the cut on the left, but with this one it's not even blocked. So here you can just play this, this and this, or like this or this. Everything just works. So we need to extend. And extension, I somehow feel that it would be the same, but well, maybe like this is an option. Oof. But I also don't know if it's good. Probably it's alive. I don't think it can be killed. Yeah, it should be alive. So if we can live like this, then everything is good. Well, there is some stuff, I would assume. Yeah, but this one is another issue. So here, this one is center. So yeah. So white is completely alive in this. And I think this is just everything working well at this point. For Ali, and just does he go for that? Ah no. So this one. This. But this is you cannot hold. At least this was my prediction that it's not possible. But maybe I was wrong because it doesn't look so. It doesn't look impossible. I think it's time to play a call here. And then try to play this kind of call. I'm start to think about this, but I guess there is some troubles anyway. So this connection. No, we need to play here. I think if he can see this, it's probably game over. Just, yeah. I'm not sure this is easy to see. Yeah. So nothing really works directly. This is, I also understand. Also, is it two? Yeah, this is only one eye. It means he wants to use it in some way. I'm pretty sure this was the cause thread. So Lukan is really under time pressure. And yeah, so about the time. They played 2 hours 15 minutes. They have 100 moves, which gives them roughly 25 minutes. So 45 plus 45 plus 25. I think they should be both. No, no, wait. It's not like this. They start 18:30, so it's they are playing 1 hour 45. So in theory, if Lukas is playing this kind of move, he's on Bayami, and and Ali should have 10 minutes this way. I think this is the position which is impossible to hold. As black, if you have like 10 minutes, like if you're on Bayami. Or maybe there is some combo which we don't see. No, there is nothing. There is some problems with any move that in theory you need to connect. And then we just start to destroy the shape, and altogether this is very hard to live. And there is still a lot of Ashe there. I think this is still kind of a ko on the left. Or like still a bunch of Ashe. I'm not even sure. Like at least this one. This is really annoying to just give this and then just push and stuff. Like it's a lot of points you can get even by dying. And yeah. Uh-huh. This is what we are doing. Okay. So Ali got baited because he didn't play this. I see. Yeah, but this is also not so clear. Maybe it's okay. But not that obvious. But does it even work? So let's imagine we play here, this. Not really. So we can just easily kill it in any way. Or maybe this one is Santa, so we can live. Aha. What is it? We can still play here. Some crazy tricks from Lukas how to live. And it works, I think. Yeah. This is cool. I mean, cannot be a way. Are you kidding me? We are playing this core? This is just not working. You can just connect. Oh. I mean, it would be like this. Okay, it's alive. But again, when this connection is, like, there is so much easier to play here on the other side because, like, I'm not sure I think now everything works when you have a connection under. Okay. But from the good point, this is Gotha. So if we play like this is Gotha, and this is just some points on the left. Maybe in theory we can connect even. Because like this, well, not, well, we are kind of alive. We get a lot of center moves, but it's not really working directly. It's just losing points. And I think this also tells us that Ali completely don't see this. And yeah, it makes the game more competitive this way. So right now, I can believe that Lukas has a chance because Ali doesn't really see a clear way. Most likely, I would say again, like something unreasonable ahead, because this is still not an eye, and everything is not an eye. And how do we cut this? Just like this? Yeah, this doesn't seem like a success. This feels still like a dead group to me. This is again the same story, and you cannot do much about that. Whatever I would do is probably we are dying. So the best chance I think is just to connect. But this also doesn't look great. If we give up the tail, probably this is also not really competitive if you give up the tail. It's really tough. I think it's also started from this crazy cut. Like, just it was super unnecessary, and yeah, it was not really working well. And we have like 30 moves, but in all of these variations, Black is struggling. And I think it just would end up very soon. But let's move to the other games fast to see what is the situation there. I would like to see if Valerii already finished his game or not. So this is the game. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, in the game I didn't calculate also Semidori, which is also some points. Yeah, White also captures some center and didn't pay anything. Yeah, this game is over and Valerii will move to the uh, three wins. I mean, this is amazing. He went in a train, didn't sleep, and then go and win 3 games. This is amazing. Yeah, good stamina. Then let's move to the Dohyup game. So, Dohyup and Ashe is this one. Do they finish? Probably yes. There is a bunch of moves, but I don't know. He played kind of a bunch of moves, but I would assume that this is over. Hmm? Yeah, this is over. So yeah, here the Hube wins. He moves to 2-1. And for Ashe is just a tough tournament, I would say. But yeah. And then the only game that left is um, the game between Ali and Lukas. Do this. Don't know. And also, I had a feeling that Lukas has not a lot of time because he played this kind of move, but this was a bait, and after all, this was a calculated situation, so probably Ali is the one who doesn't have time. which is most of the time happens. Yeah. So there is a big chance we will see like a game where both players don't have time. So first combination which I see, that if we play some move, like whatever move, there is no clear move which gives points, but after this, basically we have this one in center, we don't need to play it, but we play this, and on each Hane we just play it. So it's not so easy to find a way, and if we play some Atari, which is also not working, but I think like this, probably the group is completely alive, and all that sequence that was before doesn't make much sense, because white is alive. Also, we have the ko, but this ko, I'm not sure how reliable it is, and this is not so many points, and again, that combo is still there, so I think here white would be just winning. So this is not acceptable. It means that there's not so many options you can do. And that's why I think Lukas stuck here. Probably, I'm not even sure how to build the shapes here all together. I'm looking at this game and I'm just stunned. This Kosumi was good. This. I think he messed up. He should just play here. But it's just few points, and eventually this few points doesn't really make big difference. So yeah, he connects, and then we just go to the same sequence, or like black have to just accept it, which is one option. Yeah, I mean you can also play this. It doesn't really matter at all. Maybe a bit, but yeah, and then just we kill this group, and this is. Does it look alive? Maybe we don't answer, so this we don't do. Just to play like this. This and this. Do we need to play it even? I think we can also play just here. Should be clearly dead. I think in my reality this is dead. But yeah, let's see. Also, this is not the only way. I think also one thing which we cannot do, we cannot exchange this. Because if we just exchange this one, then eventually if we try to cut, there is a possibility that this is an issue, which I'm not sure it is, but not really even. Maybe like this it's an issue. Not really also. I think this is not even an issue eventually. Wait, maybe like this it is. Yeah. So here the way how we can try to make it. And then it means we need to defend, and then there is a cut in center, and who knows. Yes, Lukas try. But also, you know, about the Lukas games, how he challenging. I think like last year, all these games were so simple, and then he goes to this straightforward direct fight, which is so intense. I like to play this kind of fight, but even for me, these games are intense, and he is like really pushing this. And yeah, I think right now Ali see the way how to kill the group. Also, do we play here? Probably not. I think this is the best way you can do is to play just like this. And this feels just over. Yeah, this is just super over. Uh, it's more like I think he's trying a lot. In order to improve, sometimes you need to try the new approach. And not always it's easy to go with a new approach. Yeah, by the way, this is not the cleanest way. Even though it's center, we cannot do much. Like, we cannot play like this because this is dead. But after this, it's a bit harder. Mhm. I'm trying to find a way, but I think it should be easier. Yeah, it's super unnecessary to play like this. So we need to play this one. This, and this. And this should be that. Yeah. So basically, yeah, you are kind of trying to approach new style. Uh, but I think the main problem with this, what Lukas is doing wrong in this, in my eyes, that he's really trying to do it like in absolute. So when you try something new, you like usually train, and then with this training you become better in some component, but you cannot really become as good as like in this game. In this way, it's a in a peaceful variations. He cannot be that good um, like in a game with peaceful variation, like in a game with a fight. And he should understand that and try to play the fight when someone is forcing the fight, when someone is overplaying. Then it would work pretty well. At the moment, he's forcing the fight alone, and this is a bit too much because first of all, he's not as strong in a fight, and second of all, he just creates basically uncomfortable game for himself. And that's the main problem of this. I think this cut is just this is such a huge overplay. Um, like it's okay if you reinforce, let's say, and then white will take another big move. This is a good fight, and you just take it because your opponent just like ignore it. But this one is more like you want to use it the most efficient way of your shapes and try to fight, and this is not so easy. Yeah. So overall, usually this is how it works. Everyone has a style, and this style you would play the best. But more you learn new stuff, it would be not as good as your original style, but it would be still in a decent level, and so you just use it time to time, not like in each game, but time to time, and then you become stronger this way. From his perspective, he starts to fight, which is correct, but he's doing this the hard way. Like he always go to the massive fight. At move 99. Okay, move 99. Let's see. So white d16. Ah, yeah. This. So we saw this. d17, b14, b15. Yeah. So it's just, but it was always working. I think I showed it, Tongi. This is just, it's always that. The thing is that there is a core after. After this, there is a core. So you get extra liberties and it becomes a bit more challenging. But I think I showed it. I'm pretty good in finding these kind of sequences with the double Atari. I think this was also Aliu. He didn't see that in the game, so that's why. But this was not hard to find. I think. Maybe it's for me, but I'm usually have the shape I see clearly, like all the time, that it just works. And now you just go with this. Yeah. But the way Ali did it, it was also kind of clean. I mean, this is also clean. Even though it's not as direct, but this is, I also like it. It's also pretty nice way. It's maybe um, more creative way because this is a close combat fighting. You can solve this a lot in 101 Veichi to find this Tsuji how to kill black. It should be a lot of problems like this. But in this situation, let's say if there is a black stone to kill this, to find this Yaji to kill this is harder. Yeah. But he shouldn't play it before wasting. It's not true because he get the liberties here. So in this case, he gets 3 liberties. And yeah, maybe like you mean here, but he just in a game he just won. He captured the group for free. So whatever you do, if you capture the group, wait, where it is? I don't know where they are playing here. But maybe even now it works, I think. This is probably unnecessary, but this game is not also close. Let's see, it's plus 20 or something. AI says it's only plus 15. But so if the game is plus 15, um, this is probably the worst thing. What you need to do is to run with the stones. The best thing is just to play like old grandpa and just take the cash. Like just try to make it simple. This is the one, yeah. This turn, maybe now you jump. Well, probably you can do it like this also. And then you jump, and this is okay. This is a good approach. Um, when you run with the stones now, maybe it can be challenging when we play something like this. And overall, there is a chance that Samaji can like can just appear, or even like this, it's already challenging. So yeah, finally, this is the good moves. This was also very good. I think Lukan understands he's losing. He's trying this, and this is not bad. Probably, I think Ali should just let it go. Here we have a ladder, so there is not much you can do. It would be like this. This. Maybe, yeah, maybe we can capture it. So yeah, looks like White is finally trying to settle the game. Yeah, and there is not much Lukas can do. This is forced, all that I showed. This. Maybe also this way. So I try to kind of make a compromise a bit because I don't think like here maybe we can try to kill, but I don't think that Ali would go for it. Probably Ali would just exchange this and try to make the game as simple as he can. Also, this is center, maybe Kema or something. Yeah, it looks like a good way to finish this kind of game. I don't know if now we have an option to avoid it somehow. Maybe some kind of Seki. This is also not really working. Be like this. But if you start to play here, then yeah, it's Maybe this is the move we are looking at. Maybe like this. Maybe now you can kill, but white can live in a corner, which is also painful, to be honest. Yeah, there is some agi, but it's not for 20 seconds, so there is a chance that Ali would just miss it. Here there is some options, so this one is the most greedy move. The point is that if you play like this, you kind of want to kill, but I'm not sure it's working that straightforward. So you will have a call, which might be dangerous. This one is the most soft way, which should be played at the moment. Yeah, and then you just connect here. I'm not even sure. Maybe I'm too optimistic about this being a center, but maybe it's not. But I think you can just play something like this or this, and this is just good enough. But altogether, yeah, Ali goes for the most aggressive one. So let's see, he goes for the ko or not. Because, I mean, by itself, ko is probably not a big issue. So here, let's say it will be like this. Maybe you can play it. Well, this way it's not a ko, so we need to play like this. Or maybe there is no ko. Can we? Probably not. Nah, there is a ko. So in this case, it's a ko, but white is alive, so you can play this ko and use the ko threads like on the left, like this or something. So yeah. So maybe this is the plan. To be honest, here I think white can do whatever. I don't think it's like there is a reasonable chance for black. But if we ignore that and black would play like this, now this push is huge boost because you get this exchange kind of for free and then you can play there. And maybe this is still center. So black position, like black lives in a corner, but the position becomes just worse. I think after this the game is just over, so but this is what he's doing. He even made it worse in a way with this exchange. Yeah, it's even worse because now, yeah, you're alive. But now we can even play this kind of moves, maybe. But yeah, Ali doesn't care, which makes sense. This is the only one problem. But I think you can probably just play this. Top is alive, but this is a bit challenging. I think, yeah, and he's playing, like, Lukas is playing that. Hmm. I think Lukas is doing a good job to make the game, which is like one, to the situation when it's not clear. Because this way, I start to believe that maybe it's not enough. So you don't have a choice. You have to play here. And now probably we need to play this. This, and then try to turn, but this is already a game. Yeah. This is looks like, it was also okay to play this. But now when the right is not alive, I think this was also a good way. Probably whatever you do in the center also okay, even like this is enough. or like Torn. Then this one at least, like it's a bit painful, but you don't play here afterwards. This is the main issue here. And now, yeah, Ali understand that he cannot give that, and Lukan will cut. So this is the forced sequence. Then it would be something like this. And let's imagine this group is somehow alive, which is already not 100% clear. But also this one is also not 100% alive, but I guess I think it should be alive. Well, but on 20 seconds, everything is possible. Do we play Kosumi here? Maybe it's too much. I mean, the point is to get it like this, but I think this is a dream. So he just go this one. Then white probably has to answer. But in any situation, black gains some points. The thing is, I assume it's still not enough. White get top, so yeah. So AI is at the moment saying white is ahead by even if that is dead. So even like this, yeah. I think this is what I kind of said. If white is not going to die, then white is ahead. So if you just don't cut, you play like this, it should be still okay. Like even like this, and then maybe you defend there to be sure, and I think this is just enough. Maybe even cut. If you give a big center, that doesn't matter, because in the previous one, maybe white would have a bit more points in the center, but you would not get that, you would not get that, so it's all over balanced, and then if the situation was good before, then everything is fine. Okay, now is the perfect timing to just maybe you can even connect here. Yeah, this is the perfect timing to just give everything. This, maybe even like this. This is center, and yeah, and live. And this is would be game over, I think. Is game over, and also Ali see this. I think Lukan tried, and that was not bad from the perspective of like a good try. The thing is that in any case it's very hard to kill groups, and even with this group which is dead, there is not much agi at all. Everything is so clean. Yeah, and I think both players understand that you need to kill or yeah, or you are just losing. And that's the main issue here. If the game would be a bit more competitive, let's say like 5 points, when you need to maybe not kill, but you can gain the center and the game becomes like reasonable, then yes. But now, yeah, also there is no clear way how to cut it off. Is this a move? Probably we can even play this and just give it. I'm not sure it's necessary, maybe just this first. Yeah, and now you can. Maybe it's also okay here to play like this, but this is a bit scary because now if we answer on top, it can be like this. Yeah, but this is probably still fine. Wait, we can play this one. Yeah, it's in any case, it's almost impossible to kill it. Also, the thing is that I didn't count, but let's say if something like this happens, this is also an issue. So yeah, there's just a lot of things to be worried for black. And then if white is just in any situation like capture, it's probably like 20 points. Oh wait, this. Again, well, maybe this is the way, but this is a bit dangerous. I'm still not sure it's enough. Maybe still there is a way, but this is dangerous. Okay, this. Now I think this is the way how you can throw the game. Because maybe now the group is not alive on the bottom. Okay. And Ali is playing that. So there is a chance. No. Like the variation doesn't work. He goes for the variation which is not working. I think at this point probably he needs to just like, okay, Atari is fine, maybe. And now you need to just chill. Like, okay, play this, and Kema. And on this one, just do nothing, basically. Just defend. And this way, black is not shouldn't be close. I think is well 8 points closer. But you know, I can use AI at this point, so I kind of relaxed about the situation. But Lukan also didn't count that. So, or maybe I'm missing something. So if I play here, you capture, we play this. This group is dead on the left. You cannot leave. Yeah, I think this is also Bayami. He decided to go for the a bit more active variation, and now, yeah, this is the same story. Like maybe you can kill top, but maybe like let's put it in some different way. But I don't think it matters at this point. Maybe also we can do some crazy stuff. Yeah, I guess not. Because we just capture. And even though you capture, white capture with a lot of points, maybe this is better for Slightly better for black, but it should be still enough. Well, this is already closer. But again, like Lukas is not going for these crazy variations. And this is the moment when you need to risk. Like at this point, it's especially with this time settings, it's a bit difficult to understand what to do. And maybe you can get some extra, like at least you can get this, for example, you can block in center and then you can come back and maybe also with this one. And then you get maximum out of the position, you capture top, and the game becomes close. I think this is the way. And the way how Lukan played it, it's just simple endgame. And in this case, the game is so far from black that now is probably like, again, we are in 15 points. Yeah, it's 15 points, and whatever you would do, I don't think there is a realistic way when you can fight back 15 points. Yeah, at this point is just over. And the last chance was there to at least complicate things, maybe go to exchange of the groups. I think Pavel was really good in fighting this way, especially if someone was on Wyoming. This was amazing, but uh, it's really a skill. It's not that easy to just play like this. And at the moment, I think the game is over. It doesn't matter how good is your end game. 15 points is impossible. So, is there is another game undecided? Probably all other games they are decided. So, Team Dohyup win. Elian lost to Valerii. I think there is two more, uh, but well, there is few more. Let's see, but I don't know. I think there is. You can see more games on OGS. So if you go to the link to OGS, there is like a broadcast of 5 games. But I'm just checking three first. I'm choosing 3 out of 5. Last 2 games, I mean, I'm just unlucky to see. And I think right now I will finish the stream. So tomorrow we will have a final between Ali Jabarin and Valerii in the morning. So the next round would be, I think it's Sunday, so the rounds would be like exact. And it starts 10 CT, and I will start broadcasting around 10:30, like in a half an hour, just after I know the pairing to set up everything. I need like half an hour. And yeah, this would be the final round. And also the last round is not always like with not always 4-0 is enough, but we will see. So right now, Valerii and Lukas have the best chances to qualify. Oh, sorry, Valerii and Ali has the best chances to um, become first. But you know, never know. And again, this is 5 rounds in 2 days, which is super intense. I think everything can happen. Thanks everyone for joining and writing in the chat to make it more easier to comment. Then see you tomorrow and have a nice evening. See you. Bye.